Hi, everybody. Bob Messenger back with you for another BOBcast. And last week I told you I was kind of focused on diabetes in this week's BOBcast, and look at it as an opportunity. I got an email once and somebody said, "How dare you call diabetes and which is a horrible disease an opportunity for the industry?" Well, shoot, it is an opportunity for the industry, just like cholesterol was an opportunity for the industry, and low sugar was and low salt are opportunities for the industry. We have a population of people with a whole lot of wellness issues. And anytime you can do something for them, you guys, that's an opportunity. I'm a diabetic. I'm sure as hell not making fun or trying to lighten the seriousness of diabetes. It is a very serious disease, but these people need to be marketed to. And, right off the bat, do not believe the headlines or the gurus or experts who say low carb is dead. Gosh, it isn't dead. You know what's dead? The diet books are dead because it's one diet book after another. Look at Atkins. Good grief. Um, that company is hanging by a thread. And it's not necessarily the fault of the people who are there now, but when they first came out with products, they were disgusting. They were awful. It's something only a dog would eat, and I had a dog that wouldn't eat them. But they care about taste. They care about flavor. Look at South Beach. That diet 2 years ago, that's all you read about in the nation's newspapers. You guys, I cannot find an article anywhere that talks about South Beach, the South Beach diet. And I mean, here and there, but very rare. But yet, it's a great brand name, and it has craft behind it. But I wish Kraft could figure out a way. I don't know what their contractual obligations are with the author of the South Beach Diet, but I wish it could drop diet from the package because what a wonderful brand name. Now let me tell you something about diabetics. The government says there are 22 million of them in this country. I don't believe that at all because a lot of diabetics don't talk about it, aren't part of any research, and don't care to come out of their own little closet. I'm guessing based on research I've seen, between 30 and 40 million. But you know what? I think that number is going to grow. I think that number is going to grow because most of it is happening to baby boomers. Although we're seeing elements of it with teenagers, it's a horrible disease and it affects a lot of people. But the baby boomers, they're the ones that spent all those years eating. All their eating habits, their bad eating habits of their younger years have caught up with them, and diabetes is one of the results. And there are a lot of baby boomers out there. What is it, 78 million, 82 million? I don't know. There's a lot of boomers out there, and these people are going to be the vanguards of that diabetes epidemic that's taking place in this country. So it's a big niche, a big niche. But they don't want the kind of crap that you find in the back of the Walgreens store. They, over in the corner by the pharmacy, they don't want that stuff, that gluten snottle or sniggle or whatever they call that stuff. There's always some weird pharmaceutical name to these products. Anytime you see that, just forget it because you know it's going to taste terrible. Diabetics just don't want you to shout at them. Okay, it is really that simple. Do not shout, diabetic, over there, in the corner. Don't do that. When you come up, because diabetics are smart, they turn packages around, you guys, and they look at that label, and they look at those carb counts. It's kind of funny with diabetics. Numbers mean everything to diabetics. It does. A lot of diabetics use the numbers 10 or 15 when they start measuring what they can eat at a particular meal. If I'm allowed 75 carbs for dinner, I'm breaking that. I'm looking at the carbs in that dinner, and I'm saying, okay, there's 45 carbs in that meal. I have another, 30 carbs. Okay, here's a Wells Dairy ice cream bar that has 20 carbs in it or 50, whatever it is. I don't have it in front of me, but so that's how diabetics do it. The lower the carb count, while maintaining the integrity of taste and flavor, the better it is for the diabetic. But if you're exploring that niche, again, don't don't make them seem weird. Don't paint them into a corner. Don't shout diabetic, diabetic at them. Just take care of the carbs in that product. They don't need a diet like Atkins or South Beach to know. But what those two books did leave some great residue behind, and that it made Americans aware of how many carbs they're consuming. So you guys, this is an opportunity. And about 6 months ago, I gave a speech to a company in which the whole speech was about diabetics and how to reach out and touch them. And this company was amazed. They were working on a product that had, diabetic friendly, extremely low carb. I mean, they were doing everything on the front of the package. I said, well, you don't have to really do that. You can just because a diabetic will turn that package around. But you still see products out there that have the name carb, right, as part of the brand name, the product name. I don't necessarily agree with that. But I pay attention to it. But I'm just saying you don't have to do that. Why be part of a glut? Just take care of the count on the back of the label, and because that's where the diabetic goes. Well, all right, you guys. I hope you have a good week. I hope you stay healthy and stay out of the snow and the cold, and come on down and visit me in Florida. I got plenty of room. Mary's not here, so I can say that now. So anyway, you all have a good week, and we'll be back again next week.